Hear me out, hear me out. Let me just get this off my chest. Welcome to Her Diary Out Loud with Danny Royal, where my journey does not define me, but it defies the barriers of caring about what other people think. One real life experience at a time, my story, my way. I mean, it's better out than in, right? Y'all, so I'm not the singer, don't judge me, but I got a medley for you guys. And if I mess up, don't laugh. It's just in my heart and I gotta get it out because it's very fitting for the topic. Okay? Very fitting for the recap on today, and I would love to share it with you. So without further ado, I bow before the King. I bow before the King. I bow before the King. I bow before the King because I'm a believer. 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 Hey, I love you forever with all my heart. I love you forever. Forever you're my King. Because I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Hey, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Hey, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Hey. Hey. All right, all right, all right. Yes. Shout out to my God. Shout out to Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's what I believe. Many people believe in many different things, but I'm talking about today being a believer. I am a believer. I've been born and raised in the church all of my life. Oh my goodness, y'all excuse this mommy moment that I had on today. I'm telling you, the job is never done. This is Her Diary Out Loud. So when you are on Her Diary Out Loud, this is what you see is what you get. Okay? With love. With love. Okay? So I'm a believer. I've been born and raised in the church all of my life. And so many people say that a lot of artists, celebrities, and great people that we know today have started in the church. But somewhere along the way, they got lost. You know, the fortune and the fame and things caught their attention. And that was more important than a relationship with God. Now, you didn't hear me say that I was a church girl. But what you did hear me say was that I'm a believer. You didn't hear me say that I was a Christian. But what you did hear me say was I'm a believer. I believe Jesus died. I believe that he rose. And I believe that he sits at the right hand of the Father. I said he sits at the right hand of the Father. Who wouldn't serve a God like that? I mean, he's been better to me than I've been to myself. I just want to thank my mother and my father for showing me God, who God was early. Because I can honestly say, trying to figure out who he is as an adult is confusing in this day and time. It got me scratching my head, my front, back, and my side. You have so many voices. You have so much spirituality and so much carnality. It's like what to believe, who to believe, how to believe. So many things. So many things. And at the end of the day, as complicated as they make Christ's not that complicated. As complicated as going to church sounds, having a relationship is even more simplistic. Like, I just want to live a life that's freeing. And this is why Her Diary Out Loud is here. Because I was so hell-bent on the judgment of what other people thought of me from my story and my journey and the things that I've experienced. Because let's be honest, let's be truthful out here. People are judgmental. And you ain't here for me, but they even judgmental in the church. Now we've gotten a lot better than where we were. Things are changing and shifting. And guess what? If you aren't relationship prone at this point, you're getting left behind. Straight like that. We're seeing leaders fall. We're seeing leaders rise because things are shifting. And God is not all about this church stuff. We are the church. And He does want us to assemble together. However, people have pimped the gospel on so many levels unheard of. And so now, different topic for a different day, but fitting, people are getting exposed. And exposure is here and coming. That's my spiel. But if you don't know Him, I would urge you to get to know Him. In my podcast, on this episode, I talk about me being a believer because I believe if you don't believe in something, you will fall for anything. Now, for a long time, I identified as a church girl until church girls started getting this bad rep, okay? And I was just like, I don't know if I want to be called a church girl. I mean, they were saying church girls got around. They were saying all these things about a church girl. And I'm like, yeah, I've been born and raised in the church, but I actually am a believer. I'm just a believer who has had a story to tell and been through some things. That's it. I'm not out here or in here trying to have freak offs in the church. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm really just trying to live my life. I'm trying to be good, trying to be great, trying to do what thus saith the Lord and be a believer. And of course, through my journey, I have acquired quite the stories to tell, okay? So, I mean, being a believer is just what it is. It's really, really having faith in what it is that you say that you trust in. And I trust God. My life could look like crap. And I trust God. Not many people can say, Lord, I've been through this, that, and the third, and I still trust you. Their faith is wavering like the Red Sea. Seriously. And so I had to make a conscious decision to say, I choose to believe. It may look like this, it may look like that, but I choose to believe. That was my choice. That was my moment. That was my ability to let God know that nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. I'll never force my beliefs on anyone. But what I will do is plant a seed. And what I find is that we as people believe in what we believe in. And when we believe in it, we talking about it. We're talking about it. We're telling a friend to tell a friend to pull up. Okay? Letting the next one know what's going on about what it is that we believe, what it is that we are pushing, how it is that we're moving. And even the funny thing about it is, even if you don't believe in it, some people still will push it. I guess they do anything for clout, but not here. If I don't believe in it, I ain't pushing it. That's the fact of the matter. But I will always plant seeds because my faith is a huge part of who I am. And so once again, if you have not gone over to Podbean, go ahead now over to Podbean. You can even pause this video, that's fine. Go ahead and go over to Podbean and follow Her Diary Out Loud podcast and go check out today's podcast episode. I am a believer. I don't know about you, but I love when my daddy is proud of me. I haven't dotted every I haven't crossed every T. I've fallen short of his glory and still gonna mess up and mess up and mess up some more. But I'm gonna keep getting back up. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep celebrating. I'm gonna keep spreading the gospel. I'm gonna keep spreading the word. I'm gonna keep spreading the truth. I look around in society and I see them do it all the time. Except what they're spreading is not necessarily truth, if you know what I mean. For some reason, a lie is more present or prevalent than the truth. But guess what? The truth needs no proof. It stands alone. God doesn't need to be validated. He stands alone. I'm just saying. He stands alone. So stand for what you stand for. Believe what you believe. But me, I am a believer. Shout out to Daddy God. Because in this moment, I want to thank him for just even giving me the platform, giving me the ideas, blessing my hands to be able to create things that I never thought that I would be able to. Allowing me to reach somebody and connect with somebody that I never thought that I would be able to. I don't know how big Her Diary Out Loud is going to get, but I know that it's something that he put in my heart. I know that it was something that needed to be said. The whole purpose of Her Diary Out Loud is to debunk the myths of what people say about quote unquote church girls. But not because I'm perfect, because I have fallen short. I'm not afraid to tell my story. Don't be afraid to tell your story. Yes, you've gone through things. Yes, you've lived a life. That's why Jesus died. But don't stop getting up. Don't stop showing up. Don't stop pushing through. Don't stop staying focused, because you know for a fact that you come this far by faith and leaning on the Lord. So, Daddy God, thank you. I appreciate all that you are and all that you do. And even when I'm not deserving, you still find ways, many ways to bless me. And while you're doing it for me, I ask that you do it for the other person on the side of this video, this podcast, this platform. I pray you be pleased with what I say and do. Until next time, I'll see y'all on the next video. Peace. Oh, and don't forget, you're not only mentally fit, physically fit, or even spiritually fit, but you are feminine and fit. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. See y'all on the next one. Have a blessed day. Bye.